Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the truth. I'm going to welcome you to my channel, all my subscribers, all my lovers, haters, peaches, triggers, commenters, scallywags. Each and every one of you, I want to welcome you to my channel. You know, I was thinking that, it's like a little bit pregnant. Wait, I wanted to tell you a joke. It was this guy. He was driving, and he come to a stop sign. He slowed down and kept on going. So the cop pulled him over. Woo, 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 woo. And he said, "Yes, officer." He says, "What seems to be the problem?" He said, "You did not stop for that stop sign back there." He said, "But officer, I slowed down. I looked both ways. There was nothing. I kept going." He said, officer said, "Oh, okay. Step out of the car." He said, "Okay." So he stepped out of the car, and the officer took his blackjack and started hitting him over the head. Bow, bow, bow. Oh. He said, "Okay, now do you want me to stop or slow down?" Now, you kind of get what I'm saying when it comes to smoking. So, right now I'm down to, I like to say I stopped, but because so yesterday I had 2 cigarettes. The day before I had 1 cigarette, and all week I've only had 1 cigarette. And yesterday it was like my biggest challenge because a friend of mine came over and he smokes a lot. And so sitting there drinking and watching him smoke, not watching him, but knowing that he's sitting there smoking, I know it was an internal battle for me not to take a cigarette and smoke it, but I just stood fast to my gun and just said, "No, it ain't worth that." I got one. I think I had 1 upstairs. Oh, and I always keep 1 Marlboro Red in my cigarette thing that's on the living room on the table in case I really ever get that desperate. And that's been there for over a week. So anyway, that's what I do. I usually schedule a time. Well, I was talking about with Cal. The guy came over and was smoking. Now the thing is that most of the times when I smoke a cigarette when I'm out, it's when I am driving around somewhere, and like here, I would stop here and when I'm washing my car, and I would have a cigarette. Or I might go around to one of these outdoor restaurants, where I used to buy burgers from on the boulevard. And I used to sit there on the stool and talk to Mary, buy bread if I wanted to buy bread. But I always would smoke a cigarette. And then I would go down to the boulevard and park and sit on the bench, and then I would have a cigarette. Or maybe I would turn around and go to the end of the boulevard and get out and sip by the water and have a cigarette. The reason I'm pointing out these things, or maybe on the way home, I would stop at one of these sorry stores that has an outside bench, and I sit there and I have a Mountain Dew and smoke a cigarette. The reason I point out these things is because each time I stopped to smoke the cigarette, it was more of a social type of experience for me. There was more than just, there was an interaction with the locals. And then I would see some of the locals come by or whatever, talk to them, maybe interview them. But that's how been virtually my smoking routine. And then when I got home, on a norm, I didn't smoke. I would probably have 1. And then that's when the fight becomes for the rest of the day, not to have any more, which in the past, often the time I failed. But I have to say thanks to smoking Nicorette gum, which I'm smoking now. I'm not smoking at this moment, but when I keep with me now, I have to say it genuinely has helped. It has filled that void of when I, wanted to smoke. So kudos to Nicorette gum. If I must support something in my life and not be paid for it, let it be Nicorette gum. Okay, but outside of that, so that's what's going on with me. Thus far. Today I come here. This is like I say. This is what I come and say, and they don't speak English. I've had them on before, and I come here and this is the one where I trained them how to serve me. This is the new girl behind me. And I told her I wanted a cup of coffee, and she just gave me a cup and put the pack on the counter behind me. I said, no, you bring coffee here. And she said, no, water there. I said, no, you bring coffee here. You bring water here. So she came around, she brought me the water, and she made it. And I said, look, I tip very good. I give you 100 pesos. And she said, oh, yeah. That's right, girlfriend. I tip very well. This is the girl who's coming now. Bye, Botagdai. Good morning. She's the one who plays the numbers. She comes in and she plays the number game. I hope you got a chance to see her, but she's just coming in now where she sets up, her little gambling thing where they pick 3 numbers and try to get paid on it. So that's what she does. My Botag, amigo. Good morning. So how are you doing? You want to come on my blog? You want to sit down? No? Okay. Yeah, I'm a blogger. Yeah. Here, well, I'll give you a card. Here, you can at least say hello. Say hello. Hello. All right, so what's your name? And he's one of the car washers, yeah? Yeah, he's one of the car. I don't want to hold him up because I know the bosses are very strict on their employees. So, if he saw me sitting there talking to him, might assume that he should be doing something else, But, let's see what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. So she finally brought the coffee over and I said, no, take the spoon. Because all the time they like to leave the spoon in the cup. I don't know why after you stare it and, like that, you don't need a spoon anymore. All it does is get in the way of your nose. I don't know why, but that's just me. So that was my little interaction this morning as far as, getting up, I guess. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to still talk to you. I don't want to turn this into a political thing, but I can't help it. I can't help it living here in the Philippines. I mean, you see things just as blatant. And they just don't want to acknowledge it. Oh, I won yesterday. Yeah, I won yesterday. I came in second place. That's good. That's good money. And so I won. Playing our activity with the foreigners. But anyway, so what happened was that one guy says, talked about, she said she was Indian and she's not black, and so, and now she admits she's black. She said she's very dishonest, and I don't like that, or whatever. And so, so I calmly said, is that your reason for not wanting to support her? Because I said, I'm sure if you take everybody's DNA in this room and go back in their family lineage, you'll find black blood. So the other guy says, he says, I don't like how she talks. That's your reason for not liking her? It's because the way she talks? Now, I want you to sit for a moment and analyze that. That would disqualify someone in your mind for wanting to support her because, number one, she identified herself as black when she is black. I told her, look, if she walk into a room anywhere in the world with any other kind of people in that room, when they see her, they think black. So it's not like the president of the NAACP, that white woman who held the job as president of the NAACP, the most prestigious black, organization Yeah, in the world. I say in the world because or in the United States, which stands for the national. I mean, the national, the national, the national. Oh my God, the National Advancement. National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Yeah, that's what it stood for. In case some of you don't know, But anyway, yeah. So she was white, and because she wear her hair like an afro, she identified herself as black, and she was elected president of the NAACP. President. And to think that you're gonna get all bent out of shape because she identified herself. That's one reason, because she identified herself as black. And number two, because you don't like the way she speaks. I'm sorry. I can't help but think there's another reason, underlying reason, why you letting those two things interfere with you truly or going against her or not supporting her. So anyway, so that's what's going on. So, but what I was going to do is I was going to turn around. It's still early in the morning, so you don't see as much, people. It's Saturday, it's amazing about all the footage I have of Betches, that I'm watching her. Mia did one of her and she's talking, so I got to figure out how to post that one. And I have some that have music, so I got to figure how to post that one. And hold on a second, let me turn this around. There you go, yeah, so you can see, like again, the city waking up to the traffic and everything. But things are kind of good. I'm talking to the dealer who sold me my car yesterday, and I keep asking her, when are they taking out the money out of my account? You don't know how important it is to me for them to come and get their money. Because I don't want them to fool around and tap into it when I might be maybe 5,000 or 10,000, or catch me in the middle of transferring money from my bank account and catch me short. So, I'm very much concerned for them to come get their money. So they said, well, there's a little problem with your name, my name is, on my birth certificate, it's James Gerard McLeod. But on everything else in my ID, it's Gerard James McLeod. And the reason being is because I changed my middle name to my first name. Because photos by Jimmy didn't work. Or photos by James didn't look good in the newspaper. So in fact, I still got an article where it says photos by Jay or Jimmy or something, James or whatever. But Gerard sounded better. So I went and used the professional name as Gerard. And I actually was thinking along the lines that I want my name to be like, Sting, or want to be like, who else only has one first name? I wanted to be known as just Gerard, in the newspapers and all that stuff. I had to print up photos by Gerard, because I wanted to be famous enough in my mind that when people walked into the room and saw me, they say, shh, that's Gerard. Because they've seen my publications, they've seen my, my pictures and all that stuff. So that was in my mind where I wanted to elevate myself to. And to a large extent it worked, I became pretty well known in the U.S., in Hollywood and all that stuff. So, there's no shortage of my being able to pat myself on the back for the accomplishments what I've made, I know, it's funny, Because I said my work has appeared all over the world. And if anybody questioned that, I said, have you ever heard of Jet Magazine? I said, yeah. Would you agree it's all over the world? Yeah. When my work used to appear in there, oh, okay. So that's one publication. I mean, that's not counting newspapers and periodicals and all that stuff. But also, one issue you can always find one of my photographs is, and that's the one where it has Eddie Murphy on Beverly Hills Cop, where he's sitting on the hood of a Corvette. I think it's yellow or something like that. He's sitting on the hood of a Corvette. Well, if you turn into that magazine, you'll see a picture of mine. Oh, God, I can't remember the picture now. Picture of mine. Photos by Gerard. Oh, I think it was the picture of Janae Dubois and her daughter Ronnie. And in fact, I got video when she's saying, you know that picture you took? It made me famous. That's why I started laughing. Maybe I'll put that in here and you can hear her say that. All right, so right now I'm waiting for my car to be washed, and then I'm going to go to the gym and see what else I'm going to do. All right. So you're watching. Hold on. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Thanks for watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action, and never disrespect the elderly and always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, formerly singer of The Temptation Unsung, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make her feel like a king and never say no. All right? It's a beautiful day in the Philippines, baby. What more can I say? I'll talk to you later. In the VIP area, and you see the kids here for Black History Month, and Miss Janae. I'm going to always work this way. I've known this young man when he was a boy. I'm his man, so now he's really grown. Got his camera, and said, I'm coming to Atlanta, you better come and talk to me. And I'm so glad to take one of these. I'm coming here. We're also going to try to get some man in here for help making dreams come true awards in New York. We're going to talk about that. You know what I can do? On my website, and take a look and see what I've been doing. Okay? And I tried. Because there's so much that you don't know. Talk about this phone. The name of the program is called Dreams Nothing More Than Plans Waiting Action. What have you know about following dreams, plans, and how important it is? You don't know what I dreamed about those in a very big family. I was dreams of those. These young people here are like ladies and gentlemen. Here, I'm speaking like a family. I walked in there, out of my car, and I realized there was the respect, the gentlemen, the ladies. Where am I? This is a school? No, this is a family. This is the beginning of a new time of school. I would say we need this kind of school all over the world. Because it draws children together, this is pride. Pride, music, respect. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this. I'm a fan of this. Okay. Well, you know, inside each issue of SGIB magazine, I also give a shout out to Miss Bonnie Hilton Sweeney. Bonnie Hilton is fast. Today, I met her through Miss she was a forerunner too. She started so many things. She started the CGM party the last 30 years. Giving awards to those that did things. So she never loses on teams like that. This is kind of telling you something right here. Okay. So with that, we're going to let Janae go. She's got a lot of mingling around here.
kids one more time and we'll be right back. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Again, my dear. Over here with the beat. Okay, everyone, I wanted to say this. This young man right here was trying to New York City. This is a wonderful nephew who comes back home to Amityville. In 1950-something, I had a workshop, a theater workshop, lasted 5.5 years, working with the young people in the community. It's one of the biggest, best things in the world. Who knows who this? Full of love, full of talent. And so he's going to go back to this tape and show Amityville what Ramona's still doing. That's say hello, Amityville. Isn't this something? I mean, I'm so glad you came. You came in time to do something else, but to see something in school.
We love you, Jermaine.
I love you too. I love you too. Oh, exciting. And I don't think I feel any more than I feel today from you getting in the Lord. Because I thank you very much. And I know my daughter's going to be very happy that she was remembered here today. And I think you should sing this song. Okay. Now we do it when we're moving on up. We're going to do it. We're moving on up. Say, I do the first part, that's second, and it's moving on up, right? Well, we're moving on up to the east side. That's it. Okay, so. Well, we're moving on up to the east side. To the apartment in the sky. Yes, we're moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. Thank you.